All right, Shane with the Rational Trader. It is the 21st, Tuesday. And let's look at the NQ here. So I started at 645, which is here. So there's a cluster of shorts here that are, let's see. Actually, those are in the too aggressive to take category, so it wouldn't matter. Then we get some shorts here, but because of the way we verify the entry, we don't take those, so there's no issues there. This circle and arrow here is where we were talking in the room about the opportunity to get in here is at that bar. So if we look at that, because what we were discussing is that in general I don't like to take breaks of the highs or lows. But I like this here because you have a lot of things kind of working together. Extra criteria. So here, it's this one here that's actually breaking through this level. This is the high right now. And you're at the value area edge. So I like that. So it's not just, hey, I'm breaking the high, do the rookie move and get in. It's I'm breaking the high and it's a recently set level, and I'm at the value area edge. I like that. So in this case, the prediction comes back 0. Don't do anything, but I have the opportunity to get in there. So I like what I see here in terms of the location. I take a long here, and I get nicked again. So that's unfortunate, just by a couple of ticks here. So I got nicked yesterday as well, though it's not quite as nasty as it was last week, where it was just brutal. Every trade was getting nicked. And then we get short up here on just this gorgeous failed break of the high. So here's the opposite, right? Here we're breaking the high, and you want to pile in long, right? Here you break the high, and the prediction's failure, and you're shorting. So all the people that are also, maybe once again buying the highs are the ones that are fueling this initial thrust down. So we make 5 points and then 3 3/4, and that moves the point of control up. That's that dashed blue line, and so then we just go sideways for a bit. So we're going to stay out of that chop. Then we get a nice fall here, and this is going to be the bottom of this nice big move here. The way this sets up, I have an opportunity to get in right there. This turn is too abrupt. I can just the way I built the system. There's no little pullback in there at all for the system to work with. But this I could get a signal here. So I like what I see here in terms of location. The market bottoms out, and then rather than trying to pick the bottom, it pops up and then pulls back, and then so making the prediction right there is sound. I like that. That's happening because there's this low volume node sitting right here, so you're close enough to that low volume node that makes it a legitimate location. There's a 287 there, which is in the too aggressive category, so we don't bother with that. Another chance here at breaking higher. This one doesn't work quite so well. There's actually a lot of opportunities here, though. It doesn't look so clean to the eye, to the human eye, because when you're breaking through there, you're already far enough away now from the value area edge that the system says no go. I'm not going to make a prediction there. But there's actually a bunch of failed turns in here where the system is making a prediction, and you have a shot at getting in there. So it's again, in terms of location, it's the right place to be looking to get in. Let's see here. We get a 122 here, which is a long. All right, now this is a little irritating. That's a nice move right there, and we're not in it because these bars are really weird. There's a down bar. Okay, that's fine. So we need an up bar. That is a down bar. That's a down bar. And so it's really this bar here in particular is oddly drawn. You would expect that to be just in the range bar world. It shouldn't look like that. In any case, something up with the data feed there. I missed that nice little piece right there. But I like the prediction and I like the location. Again, it's kind of the same thing here. We broke to new highs, right? And then you pulled back, and just the way the volume builds through that break, you get low volume nodes that you can use to help identify where the good entries are, the good locations are to look for an entry. And I think that's it for the day. There's a 151 here, which is a long, so it's looking at this break and saying, hey, I think this break is going to fail. It's not correct, but the verification says, wait for an up bar, and this is one of the ways we separate the signal from the noise by requiring that we get a bar in the direction of the signal. So we don't take a trade there. Same comment. We're at the right spot to be looking. So I like this area, right? So it happens to be the break area. It's not surprising that it's also a low volume because you just blew right through it. Pulled back to it right here, right? Pulled back to it here, didn't get down there, so no new volume traded there. Pulled back to it again, so no new volume traded there. And so now when we get near it, we get the machine learning system kicks in and starts making predictions. So all of these bars, you have a shot at finding an order flow pattern that looks good here. The obvious one is either here, either a successful or failed pullback, or there, which is there's a little turn there in the type 2 pattern short for members. You'll know what that means. Then you get too close to the point of control, so then that's it. We fall hard. There's a 186 here, which we don't get filled on, so there's nothing happening there. What do I think about this here? This is just falling apart here. Well, I'm not going to get a signal there of any kind unless there's I'm breaking a level, because this move that's just falling apart down bars like that. We don't try to predict on those in general. Okay, and so now we see the opposite case here, right, where this low volume node here is acting. It's not acting as resistance so much as the market can't get up there, and so that's why it remains a low volume node. There's no volume trading up there, so that's we can use it as an indicator of where to look to get in. So I like this right here. Where, either you're gonna break back through that level and head back to the point of control, or you're not. As it happens, we fall off a bit before the market closes here. So 1240. So I had a shot in here at these. Actually, I don't, because by the time this turn finishes here, I guess I have a shot at it right there on a pullback. So I need at least 2 bars to establish that there might be a pullback. But if the system's looking at it like it's a turn, then it's not going to work, because by the time you get to anything that looks like a turn, you're too far away now from the low volume node. So anyway, that's not bad. I like that in terms of the locations here that we're seeing. So the next step is, assuming that we can continue to do well here in terms of focusing in on the right spots, the next step is refining the modeling.